večer. Anyway, máme půl. Kromě moves. A nás dnes čeká i losování hry. A uděláme to hnedka na začátku, protože pravděpodobně v Runaway. A jelikož tady je malinka na stahování, tak padne něco 70 gigů. Tak to vylosujeme na začátku. Necháme to stahovat a hrajeme Runaway. Zvuk. Aha, vypadává zvuk. Jo, už, dobrý. Já nebudu mít zase výpadky jako tady. Tak, určitě. Stavíme, nechceme free to play, nechceme massively multiplayer. A asi. Tak. A určitě chci. Něco za achievementama. Je nový filtr, ale tím odfiltrujeme většinou starších her, ze kterých je problém. Říkám, že všechny, ale většinu. Určitě z mojí knihovny. 14 her. Teda tak 15. Tak jo. Jo, to je, jak jsem psala, my jsme covid, nebo ještě dojíždíme covid, tak byl částečně i to, proč jsem nevysílal minulý den. A částečně i to, proč dneska možná uslyšíte tady vedle kašel. Je naprosto očekávatelný covid, takže a jinak Akira vypadá v pohodě, že neumírá nikdo, jako. A kdyby ano, tak počkat do konce streamu prostě, no. Tak jo, snad máme filtr nastaven. Doufám, že tam nebude další adventura, když bych nezvládla. Jede teda. Rick and Thread visual novel? OK. Jako, nevypadá to, že by to byla real-timeová strategie třeba. Tak jdeme najít Trick and Thread. Novel. Trick, Thread, visual novel. Wow. 121,12 mega, dobře, to jsme možná mohli nejdřív klidně dohrát ten Runaway. Nečekala jsem, že to bude takovýhle. Nepe? To je nepe. Nepa. Neznám výraz nepa. Ne, to je visual novel, to není advent. Teda je to adventu. Nemusím tam hledat tolik předmětů chovaných na jednom pixelu. Tak, come on. Povídací adventura, ano. Povídací adventura. Takový jako otáčet stránky akorát, že který postavy ztratějí, a má jednu hroznou vadu, a to je to, že když máte namapovaný disk a nejste doma na síti, kde je namapovaný, tak prostě to všechny. Tak u toho to téměř zemřete. Dobře. Tak. Jdeme na tohle. Takže... No. Ale jako... Tak. Slyším. Lat? Plním tak. Pro ty, co nebyli, nebo pro ty, co si to nepamatujou, já jsem se taky nepamatoval, teďka jsem poslední takhle v hlavě šrotovalo, co se vlastně minule stalo. Takže nejdeme zachránit otce Ginny, jdeme nějaký chlapík v banku, potom po něm šla mafie a Evan, že asi jdeme zjistit prachy. Jo, vysvětlím to lidem, tak prostě počítáš na. Já je těžké slovo a že jí bude říkat nepa nepa. Aha. OK, díky za vysvětlení, já neznám Neptun. Ahoj, tyjo, přišel jsi akorát včas, teďka jsme to rozjeli, o nic nepřicházíš, jsme to rozjet. Tak. Teda, se do toho vžiju.
Don't see anything tasty. Just some leftovers and a couple of empty bottles. No, that's okay. What for? The piece of cheese on the third shelf? I think it's already too late to save it.
Ukecat.
It's as big of a mess as the rest of this disgusting trailer. I wouldn't sleep in that bed for anything in the world. It's just filled with old clothes. I won't find any clues in there. Just old clothes and some blankets.
Všech. Hej. Tam bylo to jít ven, OK. Ty jo. Ale já se zase.
I won't find any clues in there. Just old clothes and some blankets.
Což máme?
I can't believe how hard those were. It was a pain in the neck to get them open. I should really find out who in the world got their finger cut off. It could be an important clue. Good thing I also got some of these pods when I cut that branch off.
Na odnášení do pekla mám lidi, tyjo. Já bych potřeboval, takový ten hint ze záhrobí, protože si nepamatuju, kam odnesli. Vykrát tu banku. Prostě. Jsi měl nějaký kontakty z pekla, tak...
Much better. I didn't like carrying that red-hot scalpel around. What for?
Už jsme zase u toho what for, tahle hláška mi chyběla. Come on. No tak, poslední hunting. Come on, aký máš? Dáme prst do lednice.
That doesn't make... That doesn't make sense.
Je to jediný, kam se tady dalo jít, že jo? Look at the trunk. Get the trunk. A je to jako, a v troubě nic není zrovna. Já jsem v troubě teď.
I wouldn't sleep in.
Okay. Jdeme podívat ven. Ahoj, man from stars. Po nic si nepřišel, prozkoumala jsem vnitř karavanu. To je. A nejmín další hodinu nikdo o nic nepřijde. Tohle hrál.
What a wreck. I don't think the engine will even start up.
Asi. Ale jediná lokace, do které jsem mohla jít, že jo? Já to minule ne. Proč já to minule nedohrála? Jsem si nevzala fištu. Padla.
It's covered in soot from that fireplace, but it looks pretty durable.
Ty jo. Větra cvět. A tak v kterých brácích to funguje? Musím šťouchnout
That doesn't make sense.
postele tím.
That doesn't make sense.
Šťouchnout
That doesn't.
tak tímhle. Tak taky ne. Tak použiju větvičku.
I don't like that.
Já taky
Won't
ne.
get any. I don't like.
Není jediný 3 věci, které tady můžu použít a nic by to jako nedalo novýho. Bych to
I don't
vyhodila ven.
know.
Jako v tomto minulém. Těma jsem se sjela, ty už nepotřebuju. Get skalpel.
I don't get it.
Skalpelem jsem to vyndala z toho, takže jediný to. Prostě jako
I
ten
don't
prst.
know. I
A
don't
ten
like.
už jsem taky použila, že jo?
After all this, I didn't get the darn book. I hope I don't have to use it again, but I'd better hold on to it just in case.
Taky použila.
I
ta
never would have
mapa.
made it through.
Potřebuju. Tak jedině, že bych vzala ty klíčky a nastartovala. A co tady jako nastartuju? Jako... Ledničku?
That doesn't seem like a very good idea to me.
Ty jo. Jsem dlouho. Ale že to dneska dojedu.
No, that's okay. What for? The piece of cheese on the third shelf? I think it's already too late to save it.
No ale jako tady to taky není. A nejblizenější. Nevím, jaký to máte u sebe doma, ale to vyhrává. Jo, tak to tady jako lokace. Hej.
How weird. This looks like a nun's habit. No, why would I want to take that? Plus, I'm very respectful about that sort of thing.
Tak já nevím, tak to
That
nějak...
doesn't seem.
Zatím je nějaký papír. To je, nebo jo, to je celý nanc. Který před... jako podobně neodhalila. Jo, pixel hunting go, ale protože pak jenom to je těžké. Prostě furt jenom trunk. Trailer.
No, why would I want to take that? Plus, I'm very
Nevím, proč bys to bral prostě. Znáš to? Tady nabrali blbostíky. Byli k hodně neobvyklým věcem. Oblek je... Hej. Kaktus, že by dala třeba. Tak jsem myslel, že jsme tak někde na poslední scéně. Dnes tu zpátky se vypadává. O. Ale lokace mi fakt chybí. Ale a tu pušku jsme vůbec nepotřebovali, že jo? Kde je ta puška?
No, I'm not. If it isn't totally necessary, I'd rather not walk around fully armed.
Já nevím.
Sushi, sorry for disturbing you.
Teda,
No problem.
jestli to dneska nedohraju, tak bych chtěla zastřelit asi sebe. Jako.
I found Johnny's trailer.
How cool! And did you find any clues leading to the money?
I'm trying.
Okay, keep me updated.
You think I should have gone to Berkeley instead of getting mixed up in this?
The question is that what you think? I don't think so. You know you couldn't leave this half solved. If you had, you would have spent the rest of your life wondering what would have happened if you'd stuck to it.
Anyway, so
All right.
as usual, a bell and a just a bunch of names and signatures. What would I want that? Besides, I think...
Jo. Bude tam clue, jo. No, něco najít a doníst, ale nevím co. Kať.
Hey, Rucker.
Hey, what's...
Greenhouse. Hej,
I'll just go. See ya.
Asi. No, mě taky. Jako, a... Nechtěl s ním nic dělat.
Hey, Saturn.
What?
Now that you...
Return? Not a deal.
We'll discuss...
Ciao.
Už jsem řekla, že jako už jsem našla trailer. Tak... Jdeme znovu do traileru. A podíváme se, jestli zatím mě... To nevypadá, že by tady něco bylo. get inside.
No. Plus, I won't find any clues in there. I won't find any clues in there. Just old clothes and some blankets. No, that's okay. What for? I wouldn't sleep.
Tak jo, tak to... Tady budu chodit mezi trailerem. Raz. No, asi... Byla jsem to lehčí. Tady.
Oscar!
What?
I'd like to go in.
You want to see the girl, huh? Well,
Ten zkusím poradit s Ginou.
Gina got all excited when I told her I found Johnny's trailer. She's certain that we're really close to the money. Oscar!
what?
I need to speak with Mama Dorita.
All right, go on in.
Hello, Mama Dorita?
Welcome to my little hacienda, Brian. What can Mama Dorita do for you?
Jo, to asi ne, tam budu mít nějaký filtr. OK. To donastavím potom. Takže zvuk normálně nevypadává, akorát občas jako otevírám pusu a nic nejsem.
I'd like to see Gina.
Go ahead. You know where to find her.
K Gině se musím dostat okolo... Jo, já se k ní nedostanu.
Gina got all excited when I told her I found Johnny's trailer. She's
OK.
Oscar!
Ono už tam stejně nebyla žádná jiná palpace.
I need to speak with Mama Dorita.
All right, go on in.
Hello, Mama Dorita?
Welcome to my little hacienda, Brian. What can Mama Dorita do for you?
Ale chápu, že to je divný, ale já toho občas namilu na prázdno. Ne, zkusím to nějak opravit, až to dohrajem.
How did Oscar...
Well, I can't tell you. That is his own business. And what I can tell you is that his life had gone astray when I met him. I did what I could to help him because I immediately sensed it. He is very grateful to me, and that is why he insists on remaining by my side. I have told him time and again to get on with his life and forget about me. But he says his only mission in life is to stick by me and serve me in every possible way.
Well,
Vaya con Dios, Brian.
Odejdu. Ach jo.
it's old. I don't think... By the look of that bucket, I'd say it hasn't been used for quite a while. No, and even less so now that I know Gina's alive.
Tam kašlíkov. máme škrt. Tady už jako... Lokomotiv.
It should stay lit for quite a while because those logs burn slow. I'd rather not touch this.
Hledá, že bych karaván zapřáhla za lokomotiv.
That doesn't make sense. There's still some old wanted signs up, offering a reward for capturing the bad guys. Well, I'm no bounty hunter, and even if I were, I'm afraid all of these guys have been 6 feet under for at least a century.
Já jsem taky rád, že jsem slyšel. To je víc. Jak to Akira dělá, je úžasné.
There aren't any weapons left, just the chain that held them up. I can't. It's fixed to the cabinet. I don't think I'll need it anyway. And a couple of pages from an oil lamp. Nothing of this.
A bude tomuhle chlapíkovi chybět
All that's left is a skeleton, which is why it's odd that the thing stinks so bad. Ew! I don't get it.
Ne, zkontroloval bych prsty, tak třeba je to on.
Okay, let's take one more peek to see what I can find.
Tam něco najde, tak...
There's some medical equipment, but for now I don't see anything I can use.
To měli.
From the position of the body, it looks like the last thing he did before buying the farm was drop that jug.
Já ti potom řeknu, jak to dopadlo, kdyby náhodou mi chodil s vysavačem okolo a...
Let's see, a scanner, a cactus. Nope, nope, don't need any of... I think I saw it in a science, what would I get?
Tak jdu ještě zase.
Sushi.
No problem.
Anyway, Sushi, we'll talk.
All right.
Váleš, jo? To taky takový tajemný vždy.
I don't see anything useful.
Tak ne.
Every time I look at it, I think it might start dancing and sing. Every time I look at it, huh? And walk around with a meat-eating plant? No thanks. You won't get anywhere.
Teď sám akorát poroste refarián. Nahoru pro nějaký... A to je...
There's an empty I can't think of any tool I might need.
Krutá hnedka. To je hrozná hra. pošlu
No, I think I'd better leave it facing the same
katapult na
direction.
karavan.
Hey, Saturn! I see you're working.
Yes, I can't tell you exactly what it is that I'm sculpting, but I've been struck with great inspiration.
Trochu
We'll
mimozemštěná
discuss that
do
later, Saturn.
Ciao.
Jo, mi to... Tady nemůžu už nic jako triknout. Ten dostanu do liquor storeu, tak... Tohle je to, tohle už je zavřené.
There's nothing left there, and the truth is...
Abandoned Mine zavřené. Byla s lokomotivou. To... Tady taky nic není. Padá. Dál?
pretty old, but I think it should still be able to hold up the weight of a car. Why? So nobody can get to this side? I don't really see why, and besides, I don't think I can move those big boards without help. Why? I don't...
Stejně jít nejde. Ale to nejde.
pretty old, but I think it should still be able to hold up the weight of a car. Why? I don't really see why, and besides, I don't think I can move those big boards without...
Co?
Pretty...
Dobrý. Nařezat.
You won't get anywhere doing that.
What a wreck! I don't think the engine will even start up.
You won't get anywhere. You won't get any. You won't get any.
I don't see anything of interest on the outside.
Get the train.
It's full of papers. Okay, I'll just rummage through these papers. This looks interesting. It's an advertisement for a bank. That may be where the money is. I bet Johnny put the money in that bank. I have to find out if he really did. I bet Johnny put the... I have to...
Jo, takže jdem do banky.
Okay, I'll take another look. There's nothing else of interest.
Jo, přesně. Jo, a jsem zvědavá, co jsem tím trikla. Můžu být těžko?
No. Why would I want... Plus...
A to prostě pixel.
A big piece of the floor is missing. A blunt object must have fallen down and made that hole. The rubble and dirt are covering up most of the hole. I don't think I'll manage to get down to the basement. It's really old. It'd make for a lovely decorative antique if someone cleaned it up. It's open now. The drawer is slid out, but there's not a single penny. Nothing here is of any use whatsoever.
Prohledávat celou.
It's pretty old. Don't tempt fate. The legs are worn out and might not hold up the weight. That
Bude v
doesn't
tam
make
ty
sense.
díky u toho prachama.
I bet this was JT. Not an item of interest.
Klíš. A OK. Špatný nápad, protože tady něco bylo, tak jako jo, stejně asi budu.
Sushi.
No problem.
Anyways,
All right.
sushi.
Hey, Brian, anything newsy?
Yeah, I found a brochure for a maximum security bank in the trailer. I'd appreciate it a lot if you could investigate it on the internet and find out about the bank.
Sure, that's a cinch. I'm going to finish a little job I'm wrapped up in, and then I'll get right to it. Leave the brochure on the desk, please.
Okay, thanks, Sushi.
No problem. I'll report back later.
Sushi.
No problem.
Did you find anything on that bank brochure?
No, I haven't had time yet. I'll do it soon, don't worry.
Anyways,
All right.
A mezi a co jako mám udělat muset.
those speakers look...
Tak. Já budu něco vymýšlet. To mám jít rovnou zpátky? Čas? Budu ho zvolit tady s rastou.
Hey, Rucker.
Hey, what's up?
I'll just see you.
See?
Jo, zkusíme odejít a...
Brian, come on up, fast. I've got some really juicy news.
I'm coming. So, what did you find out?
First of all, I investigated what type of bank the brochure you found is for. It's not any conventional bank. The customers rent safety deposit boxes to keep their stuff in. Money, jewelry, antiques, whatever. They don't have to give any explanation at all of what's deposited inside. And I assure you, the place is a veritable fortress. I need not say that there has never been a robbery or even an attempted robbery.
Then, do you think Johnny put the money there?
Well, it's a possibility. This type of bank charges its customers a fortune, and in turn they pay astronomical taxes to the government in exchange for certain immunity. I mean, the police have no access to lists of customers or the items on deposit. That undoubtedly makes it a pretty safe place to stash money. Using my amazing skills, I broke into the bank's database, but I didn't see the name Johnny anywhere on the list of customers. That doesn't surprise me. If Johnny wanted to hide the money there, I'm sure he was more concerned about throwing the Sandrettis off than the police. But what really gave me a big clue was the security system used at the Mojave Bank.
When customers rent a safety deposit box, they receive no key or magnetic card whatsoever. Nothing. What they do is perform a fingerprint analysis. And when customers want to access the box, they just place their index finger on a scanner for the computer to identify their fingerprint. And then they're let in. Do you catch my drift?
Yeah, you're thinking of the bottle of formaldehyde I found in the sacred crypt.
There you go. Then I researched the police databases, and I entered Johnny's full name, John Tawangyama. I verified that he showed up dead in a New York alley 2 days ago. I kept following the lead of his last name, which obviously isn't very common, and I found an interesting bit of info. 4 years back, a woman's corpse floated up in the Green Gila River. When they checked her identity, she turned out to be Sister Juana Buenadicha of the Santa Clara Mission in California. She'd been strangled and thrown into the river.
A nun? No way! How was she connected to all this?
Juana Buenadicha is the name she took when she entered the order. That woman was an Indian, though, and her real name was Mary Tawangyama.
Was she related to Johnny?
It was his twin sister. Guess what was missing from the body when they found it?
I bet it was her right index finger.
Bingo! And whose name do you think the safety deposit box at the Mojave Bank was rented to for 10 years?
Sister Juana Benedicha?
Exactly. It all fits together now. Johnny made his sister rent the safety deposit box at the Mojave Bank and put all the money there. I don't think he planned on killing her in the beginning, but by the end, he was afraid she would betray him while he was in prison. That scoundrel preferred not to risk it, so he strangled his own sister, cut her finger off, and tossed the body into the river. I guess he thought it wouldn't be hard to disguise himself as a nun and use his sister's finger to take out the money when the time came. Hiding the finger in the sacred Hopi crypt seems a bit unlikely, but I think he was running out of time by then, and he needed a safe place to keep the finger for all of the years he was going to be locked up in jail. He knew about the crypt, and it seemed like a good solution. I suppose that what he never counted on was that the Sandrettis would get suspicious and go after him the minute he was released from prison.
Good work, Sushi. I'm amazed.
Thanks. Well, I don't think there's anything to stop you from taking the money using the plan Johnny already cooked up. Just to be on the safe side, it would be better for Gina to dress up as Juana Buenadicha. She can put on a nun outfit and use the finger. I don't think she'll have any trouble taking out the cash. These banks are famous for not asking lots of questions.
Sushi, it's only fair for you to get some of the money. You've definitely earned your share. I don't really need it.
No, Brian. You know, I don't like to talk about this, but I've actually got a lot of my own money already. I inherited a truckload and won't be able to spend it all if I live 1,000 years. I'm not interested in money, probably because I've never needed it. That's just me. Don't think twice, Brian. Have Gina get the money and start a new life. You just have to get a nun costume, and that shouldn't be a
Wait, now I remember. When I was in Johnny's trailer, I saw a nun's habit on a hanger.
How evil. I'm sure it was his sister's habit. Well, all the better. Go get that habit and you're ready. But don't leave without saying goodbye.
Of course not, Sushi. Before picking up Gina to leave, I'll come by and say farewell. See ya!
See you, Brian.
Tak, teďka to budu.
Okay, but it gives me the creeps to take it. Think of that poor woman killed by her own scoundrel of a brother. I think we're in luck. The habit is just Gina's size.
No, tak to máme vážně štěstí.
Okay, all set. Now for the money. Hey, I hear the sound of an engine in the distance. I think a car is approaching. It might be dangerous. I'd better hide just in case. No, not now! Those dumb goons, Gustav and Fyodor, they found us!
Here's the trailer, just like Bob said.
Yeah, but I don't think Johnny the Indian was dumb enough to hide the cash here.
I don't either, but we better check. Did you see that? Fresh footprints by the door.
Do you think they belong to that idiot and that bimbo?
They only belong to one person, and by the size of them, they must be his. Something tells me they're close by. They probably split up to try and find where Johnny stashed the dough. I bet they'll come back here, either together or alone.
What if they have the money?
Nah, I don't think so. Plus, finding them in this area won't be that easy. This is a huge desert. Let's do a full search of this trailer and wait for a while to see if they show up.
What if they don't?
Then we'll go out and look for them. And mark my words, we'll find them, whatever it takes. And when we do, they'll wish they'd never been born. Come on.
Rotten killers. I've got to do something before those two find us.
Ty ten trailer budou prohledávat tak dlouho jako já, tak jsem úplně v klidu.
No, I'm not into weapons. If it isn't totally necessary. Hello, Sushi.
Hi, Brian. Do you have the...
I have. Right when I was leaving the trailer, Gustav and Fyodor showed up. They're the Sandretti's henchmen. They almost saw me.
Wow! So they're hot on your trail then?
No, I'm afraid not. I guess they knew about Johnny's trailer and must have imagined that we would be looking for it too. From what I could hear them say, they plan on waiting in the trailer to see if we show up.
Well, that gives you some time to escape. You've got the habit. Now go get the money and drive away fast.
I don't know. Now I realize that Gina and I will never be safe. No matter where we go, they'll end up finding us.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think you're right. So, what can you guys do?
I don't know yet. The best thing would be to think of a way to get rid of them all forever. You're a smart woman, Sushi. Can't you come up with something?
Well, just like that? No. I'll ponder the talk. Maybe between the two of us, we can devise a solution. But there's one thing that concerns me even more. What if those killers decide to leave the trailer and reconnoiter the area? No doubt they'd quickly find Douglasville. And from what you've told me, they won't hesitate to increase the body count, and that'll help them find you. We're all in danger.
Yeah, you're right. We should do something about that.
As soon as possible.
I'll try to think of something. Then I'll tell you about it.
Me too. See you soon.
No, I'm not. If it isn't totally necessary, I'd rather not walk around fully armed.
Já jako mám tam dva gangstři, který můžou kdykoliv vylízt a najít tě, já bych brokovně dala, ale to budu asi oznámit, že čau,
Oscar!
Děkej to a mluv se.
I'd like to go in and see my friend Gina.
You want to see the girl, huh?
Jo, chtěla
Well,
bych.
come on in.
Tak co?
Gina
Nevím,
tried
ty-
on the habit, and it fits like a glove. As for the thing about Gustav and Fyodor, I preferred not to tell her anything. If she'd found out those killers are roaming around here, there's no way I would have gotten her to stay in the house recuperating. It's too bad Douglasville doesn't have a man of the law to take care of those awful goons. Oscar!
What?
What did you do before
Kdyby
working
jsme
for
udělali
Margarita?
Well,
Oscara
I don't like
šerifa
to
a
think
ten
about
je
my
dal
past.
do vězení.
All I can tell you is that I'm not real proud of some of the... Luckily, Mama Dorita now my...
Tak
Oh.
jo, ty
Okay.
vole. Jo. Tak nějak.
Sure. I'll I'll go check whether Gustav and Fyodor are still there. There's Gustav and Fyodor's car. They must still be inside the trailer.
Did you find anything?
Zilch, this place is a freaking pigsty. Why don't we take off? Let's look for them. They can't be far from here.
This area's too big to cover it all. And I bet they'll come back here sooner or later. Let's hope.
Well, at least here we won't be in any danger. But sooner or later, they'll get tired of waiting and come looking for us. I better stay one step ahead of them and do something first.
No, tak to teda nebudu.
I'm not interested.
Já z šerifa. Taková vyzdlý padouš a běžte do vězení. Tam já. Oni věděli, že jako nemůžou jinak, tak by si lezli tady do cely a zavřeli se. Dala klíč, zamkli. A bylo by to.
The truth is, unless absolutely necessary, I'd rather not take anything from here. An old freight, a couple of pages from, and an oil.
Tak jdeme. A ten dělá furt co? Je jako ukecal, že by...
Hey Saturn!
Zvolil.
What?
A tuhle mu
Now-
Return the eye, not a deal.
We'll discuss.
Ciao.
A jako nějak nápady.
I can't think of it. I don't see anything useful.
To je dobře. Tak by byla hodně naštvaná, kdyby. Čau, nechceš jít zapafat s 2 kámošema do traileru?
Hey, Rucker.
Hey, jako odpadli.
What's up?
Lokomotiv, no jo, vlastně šerif je nahatej v lokomotiv. Já jsem úplně zapomněl.
Hey, that music you were playing sounded really.
You thought playing it's my
I'll just see ya.
A po něm zbyl aspoň akce.
Now there's mud flung all.
Ale ještě aspoň tady v téhle hře šlo. Třeba už jsem to pignula správně.
No, if it.
Ne, furt, tak ne. Sorry, no.
No need to. It won't open or close. The water go. You'd have to do that from inside. Yes, a burst of steam blasted out.
Byla po něm hvězda. Tak jo.
It's a sheriff's badge. It must have flown out the smokestack like the Selkie did. Yeah, I can use that. It's not too worn out considering the circumstances.
Okay. A pro jistotu to zkusím ještě jednou, jo? Já tam bude celý šerif a budu mít po problému.
I'll have to wait for more steam to be produced.
Tak ne. A tam bude medvěd grizzly, ne?
I don't like that.
Ne, s lokomotivou jsem to vážně nechtěl. Tak co, tak
No doubt about it. This must belong to the former sheriff of Douglasville.
tak mám.
No, if it is...
Klobouk nebo...
I'm not interested in that. An old frayed hat, a couple of pages, and an old...
Tak udělám toho šerifa teda z Oscara.
Oscar?
What's up, Brian?
Your life has a new mission. I've spoken to Mama Dorita about this, and she fully agrees.
Well, what is it?
Oscar, you've been named the new sheriff of Douglasville.
Wow.
Please raise your right hand so I can swear you in. Repeat after me. I promise to defend, with my life if necessary, the laws set down in the Constitution of this nation.
I promise to defend, with my wife if necessary, the laws down in that Constitution of this here nation.
And I swear I will do everything necessary to ensure that these laws are not violated and to pursue anyone who might attempt to break them.
And I swear I'll do things necessary to ensure them laws aren't violated and to pursue anyone who might attempt to break them.
Perfect. Oscar, I hereby officially name you Sheriff of Douglasville.
Dandy.
Sheriff Oscar, your first mission has already come in. Listen, you've got to go to...
Hey, what about my weapon?
What?
My sheriff's weapon. What kind of law enforcement official can I be without a weapon?
Yeah, you're right. Of course, your sheriff's weapon. Sorry, I forgot to bring that. I'll go get it. You wait here and I'll be back faster than you can say sheriff. I'm sure she won't care if I take the rifle.
Now this is looking better. So you were
Bude chtít
saying?
klobouk určitě.
What is my first mission as sheriff?
Look, about 3 miles south of Douglasville, there's a couple of guys creating a ruckus and frightening the locals. You've got to stop them and lock them up in the Douglasville jail. But watch your step, partner. These guys are armed and dangerous.
Don't you worry, friend. In the penitentiary, they used to call me Terminator. I'm going after them.
Good luck. I'm sure you can do the job, Sheriff. Okay, the best thing to do would be to head for Douglasville and wait there until Oscar's completed his mission. From this window, I'll be able to see Oscar when he arrives. Here comes Gustav and Theodore's car. And Oscar is driving, so I guess everything went okay. Yes, he's pulling them out of the car, and he's tied them up hand and foot. What a
Dobrý.
tough dude! He's grabbed
Patrz,
each of them by
ukecali.
one arm and is dragging him into the jail. Whoa, he's so buff. I've got to tell Sushi.
To je fakt tvrdák, ty. Udělal tu největší dřinu, jako udělal ten drak.
Sushi, good news!
Really? What is it?
Those cursed assassins are now locked away in the town jail.
But how did you manage that?
It was Oscar. I made him the town sheriff and gave him his first mission, to capture those 2 killers.
No way. You're unbelievable, Brian.
That big guy Oscar is unbelievable. By the way, I gave him your rifle so he could carry out his mission. You don't mind, do you?
No, that's okay. Plus, I won't be needing it anymore. Law and order have been brought back to town.
But seriously, this is all good, but it doesn't solve the real problem. Besides, we're not exactly the murdering types. And even if we were, all we'd achieve by eliminating Gustav and Fyodor is for the Sandrettis to send more killers after us.
Yep, you're right. We've got to think of something to free us of the Sandrettis for good.
You said it. You know what? I think I'll go and congratulate Oscar and get the pleasure of seeing those two thugs behind bars. Are you coming?
No, not right now. You go, and I'll keep thinking of a plan.
All right, see you soon.
See you soon.
Ale občas jde klízet jenom tak, že se jako na to
Oscar,
díváš.
good work! You managed to catch those two bad guys.
Thanks, but I was just doing my job. Those two bandits thought they could beat me with a little gun and some knives.
Yeah, they were really fooling themselves. You locked them up in the cell, right?
Yeah, the things they were carrying are in a jail bag on the desk in the office.
Perfect, Oscar. You're a real professional.
Just doing my work. By the way, Brian, from now on, would you mind calling me Sheriff?
Of course not. It would be a pleasure, Sheriff. Hi, guys.
You're the moron behind all this?
Not as much of a moron as you, it seems. This time you've met your match, one would say. Wouldn't you, boys?
You mean that orangutan? He caught us off guard.
He didn't look dangerous with that silly face.
I'd watch my mouth if I were you. If Oscar hears you, I accept no responsibility for his actions.
You're some smart-aleck kid, but you're out of your league. Stop playing funny, boy. You're a dead man.
Yeah, deader than that corpse there behind you.
I don't think you should be threatening anyone at this point. You should be begging! And speaking of that guy back there, take a good look, because that's how you guys are gonna end up. What a waste of time talking to two killers.
Why don't you shut your trap,
That's
you
the bag
Russian
Oscar left
retard?
me. Inside are the things Gustav and Fyodor had with them. Okay, examining the stuff those two guys were carrying around may give us some ideas. The canvas is pretty worn out, but I don't think it'll tear.
Tak to mají.
Let me take a look. A gun, 3 loaders, a few knives, brass knuckles, a couple of wallets, and a cell phone. Run-of-the-mill stuff.
Dá zavolat?
No.
What do you think you're gonna do with us? I bet you ain't got the nerve to kill us.
I could use it to get out of here when everything's ready. But it's not time to leave yet. Sushi, sorry for disturbing you.
No problem.
Anyways,
All right.
Sushi,
Yes, Brian.
I brought you everything Gustav and Fyodor had on them. Maybe you can use it to investigate on the internet or something like that.
Okay, as soon as I have time, I'll take a look at it. Leave it on the table for me, please.
All right, it's all inside a jail bag.
Okay.
Zase budu muset vážně odejít a přijít. Vážně. Čau kámo. Zdar kámo.
Sushi,
No problem.
have you taken a look at Gustav and Fyodor's things?
Yeah, but I bet all their papers are fake. I haven't found any information on their past on the internet. Although, well, there is one thing I discovered. Gustav is a total movie fan.
Movies? How do you know?
While looking through his wallet, I found a season ticket to the Film Archives of New York. Can you believe it? That animal is a cinema lover. I don't want to imagine what his favorite films are. You know, movies are what I miss most since moving here. In Boston, I used to go 2 or 3 times a week.
You like movies? Oh, I do too. I'm a major movie freak.
Oh, yeah? So tell me, who is your favorite director?
OK, tak z těch by to byl Woody Allen teda.
Woody Allen.
He's my favorite too. I know it's hard to pick since there are so many good ones, but which of his movies do you like best?
Tyhle těch... Annie Hall.
Annie Hall.
Excellent, of course. I think that's his best work with Diane Keaton, and I
Okay.
think it's the one that received the most Oscars.
Myslíte, že by to řekla na všechno, nebo jsem se tak trefila?
Getting back to our conversation about movies,
We were discussing our cinema favorites. Who did you say was your favorite director?
OK, tak... Musím uhádnout nějakou správnou kombinaci.
Woody Allen.
He's my... I know it's hard to pick. Which of his movies...
Bullet Silver.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. One of the... got a bunch of Oscar nominations, but I think it only received one. Diane Wiest for Best Supporting Actress.
No, asi musím
back-
We were
trefit
just- what did you-
správný film. No.
Woody
He's my... I know it. Which of...
Manhattan.
I love... Do you remember... Hey, wait a minute. I think I've got an idea to solve all this. Just let me think for a minute here. It should work. Wait, let me organize everything and then I'll explain.
But can't you tell me about your bright idea?
No, I'd rather make sure that we have everything we need first. Come back in an hour, okay?
Seems like it's been an hour to me.
Ráda, že mám fakt ráda Woodyho Allena, proč je brát to vozíčko? Tak
Well,
Let me explain. Remember how in Manhattan Murder Mystery they record the husband's voice in order to pretend that he makes a phone call later on?
yeah, sure I remember.
My idea is to do something similar. We'll call the Sandrettis pretending to be one of the thugs. There's a cellular phone in Gustav and Theodore's safe. I've looked through it, and there's a number memorized as bosses, which is undoubtedly the number they call to report to the Sandrettis. We use a more sophisticated system than in a movie. A voice emulation program I downloaded once from a website called The Way Secret and Fully Invincible.
What would we achieve by calling the Sandrettis and pretending to be the thugs?
We'll make them suspect that Gustav and Theodore are intending to keep the cash for themselves.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. How do we do it?
You have to record the thugs' voices so I can enter samples into the program. It'll analyze them and create a filter which we can use on any voice to make it sound like the voice of those killers.
Program is that good?
Guaranteed. Meanwhile, you have to record Gina saying something like, "You lying murderer, you killed him and now you want to keep the money." Gina is on our side, so we can just use her voice. We don't need to emulate it. Got it?
Yeah, but are you sure this is gonna work?
Of course I am. Don't you worry. Just do your part and leave the rest up to me. There's an MP3 recorder on the table. Go get it and record those voices, please.
All right, I will.
Okay, don't take too long.
It's small and incredibly light.
Jo. Za
Give it
odměnu
a
potom
rest,
budu
One Eye.
kolik filmů. Ale...
Okay, let's do it. Hi guys, how's it going?
What kind of game do you think you're playing, kid? Let us go now, and you might get out of this alive.
I'm starving. Aren't you going to feed us? Man, they get better treatment at Shawshank.
By this time, the Sandrettis must be asking themselves why we haven't called in for 2 hours. It won't take them long to send someone out looking for us. Get ready, you worm!
Hey, I think I'm ready to re-enter society. Why don't you let me out so I can integrate and start a new life? The first thing I plan to do is go massacre your whole family.
Why don't you shut your trap, you Russian retard?
Give it a rest, One Eye.
Come on, boys, don't argue. Cellmates are supposed to get along. Done. Now I have the voices of those two recorded.
No, je to docela dlouhý. Říkala, že to tak do 9 jako budu... Ale už začínám říkat, jestli to vůbec na tady večer teda. Tak teďka musím mít nahrát hlas Jean. A zase až na ten první zásek to docela odsejpá.
Johnny!
Tricked me, you hussy! Now you're gonna die! Now you're gonna feel dead!
Calm down. You were asleep. You must have been having a nightmare.
Yeah, it was horrible. Johnny was rising from his grave to kill me.
There. It's all over now.
Yeah, good thing you got here and saved me from Johnny. You don't look so angry with me anymore.
Well, let's drop that. Listen, come up with a plan for us to keep the money and get rid of the Sandrettis forever. I need to record you saying, "You awful killer! You killed him and now you want to keep the money for yourselves!"
But what for? Explain it to me.
There's no time, Gina. Just trust me. Come on, let's rehearse once before recording. Let me remind you of the sentence. You awful killer! You killed him and now you want to keep the money for yourselves!
You awful lying killer. You killed him and now you want to keep the money for yourselves.
That was pretty bad, Gina. When you lied to me, you did a much better job. Come on, try again.
You lying killer. You killed him and now you want to keep the money for yourselves.
Better, but it still doesn't sound real. Try it once more.
You lying killer. You killed him and now you want to keep the money for yourselves.
Well, it's no Oscar performance, but it'll do. Wait for me to start recording and say it again.
You lying killer. You killed him, and now you want to keep the money for yourselves.
Okay, I'm leaving. There's no time to lose. Get ready. I'll come back for you shortly, and we'll go find the money.
Aren't you going to tell me your plans?
Later, I promise. Right now, I have to leave.
All right, but don't take long, please.
No, don't worry. See you soon.
See you.
No, najednou spěcháme, že tak počkej.
Now it's
dej,
all
počkej.
recorded. I should take the recorder to Sushi ASAP so she can implement the plan.
Tak jo, tak jdeme.
Hey, Sushi.
Hi. Did you get the recordings?
Yes, I have it all.
Excellent. Leave the recorder on the desk and give me an hour to organize everything.
Whatever you say. See you in an hour.
Bye.
Seems like it's been an hour to me.
Pro mě taky.
All set?
All set. Look at this.
Brian, you're a bag of pond scum.
How does it sound?
Wonderful, Sushi. And you said I was unbelievable. You're the amazing one.
Well, it's no big deal. I ended up using Gustav's voice because he seemed like the thug leading the show. We'll make the call using my computer, but the computer has a system that will make them think they're receiving the call from Gustav and Theodore's cell phone. I've also prepared the sample of Gina with a few touch-ups, including gunshot sound effects I added in. Let's go. I hope everything turns out okay.
I'm sure it will, Sushi. I trust you.
It's about time. What the heck is up?
We nabbed him.
Well, have you gotten the information out of him?
It's what we suspected, boss. Johnny told that floozy where the money was hidden before we did away with him.
I knew it. So, what about the cash? Do you have it back?
Bad news, Chief. The money's history.
What? What do you mean it's history?
Let me explain, boss. When we got here and found that bimbo and her little friend, we decided to follow them without them seeing us. You know, to see if they'd lead us to the cash.
And?
And it worked, boss. We followed them to an old abandoned mine. and apparently that's where Johnny hid the booty after the heist. We caught him by surprise exiting the mine with 2 huge trunks, but this stupid mule Theodore jumped the gun, as usual, and shot too soon.
You useless, incompetent donkey!
Theodore missed and they ran back into the mine. We chased after him and trapped him at the end of the mine shaft full of boxes. Boxes of dynamite, that is. I screamed at Theodore, "Don't shoot!" But that dimwit of a Russian had already fired a gunload of bullets. The whole place turned into an inferno in 1 second. We ran out and escaped from the mine by an inch.
Stupid morons.
The whole mine blew to bits with the floozy and that idiot inside. And the money, unfortunately. I'm sorry, boss. The way we left that place, there was no way to get the money out. And
You lying killer. You killed him, and now you want to keep the money for yourself.
What was that? Gustav, you filthy rat! That was the girl who was screaming! Gustav! Gustav! You won't steal a cent from me!
Perfect. The seed has been sown.
Cool. Oh, and thanks for calling me an idiot.
I'm sorry, but it has to be credible.
It doesn't matter. This came off great.
It sure did. Excuse my lack of modesty, but I did a wonderful job here. And you don't even know about the icing on the cake yet.
What icing?
Listen, and try not to fall to the floor and kiss my feet. I hacked into a Swiss bank and created an account under Gustav and Theodore's names with a balance of $20 million. I printed up a receipt from the account and stuck it into Gustav's wallet. It's hidden well enough that he won't find it before the right time. Tomorrow, I'll instruct Oscar to take the killers out of the jail, blindfold them, and take them far away from here. I'll tell him to abandon them on some remote highway, but to make sure he gives them their stuff back first. Either I'm way off here, or the Sandrettis will soon find them. I wouldn't want to be in their skin when the Sandrettis find the receipt from the Swiss bank.
Simply brilliant, Sushi. You never cease to amaze me. The only thing is, I'll have to lend Oscar the thug's car. I thought I'd use it myself to pick up Gina and go straight to the Mojave Bank before having a panic attack, but...
Oh, take it. It doesn't matter. Oscar can just take one of my Hummers tomorrow.
One of your Hummers?
Yeah, I have 3 in the barn, so that's all worked out. Anyway, let me tell you something. I hate goodbyes. I always end up in tears. So I'd rather just stay here by my computer instead of watching you leave, okay?
Thanks for everything, Sushi. I'll never forget you.
Goodbye, Brian. Please come back someday. And send me some email.
My address is sushidouglas@hotmail.com.
Of course I'll write to you, Sushi. So long!
Farewell!
Já za tuhle pomoc si pošlu i a jako.
Sheriff, I've got a mosey. I've got an urgent mission elsewhere. I'm taking the prisoner's car, all right?
Sure. The keys are in the ignition.
About those 2 guys in there, just follow Sushi Douglas's orders. She's the mayor of Douglasville.
I'll do that.
See you soon, Oscar.
Adios, amigo.
Pro ty, kdo nevědí, Dogpick je poslaný print screen z Dockeru. Docker je nástroj pro vaření programování. A to je slušný. Je to nic prostý.
Goodbye, Brian.
We'll miss you. He was gay, wasn't he, man?
Vy budete chtít.
What?
It's amazing how Sushi helped me put all the pieces together, isn't it? She's an amazing girl. I picked up Gina at Mama Dorita's house. Her leg had almost totally healed, so we headed for the Mojave Bank. We got there at dusk. That wouldn't be a problem. Sushi made sure it was the kind of bank where customers can do transactions at any time of day. We were pretty scared, but it turned out getting the money was simpler than we expected. Can you believe it? There I was, driving a car stolen from a bunch of murderers with a beautiful woman at my side and 20 million bucks in the trunk. Las Vegas was close by, so we headed that way. We ditched the car and checked into a luxury hotel. Throwing caution to the wind, Gina insisted we get the best room in the hotel, the honeymoon suite, obviously for newlyweds. So, we signed in under bogus names, pretending we just got hitched. Let me tell you guys, that sure made up for the bad days I've had. Gina and I, well, let's just say we had time to get more up close and personal. One morning when we went down to breakfast, we read in the newspaper that 2 guys' bodies had shown up riddled with bullets in a New York alley. Their description left no room for doubt. It was definitely Gustav and Fyodor. They didn't give any further information in the paper, but I can imagine what went down.
Stop lying, you leeches. Where's the money?
I swear we don't have it, Don Roberto. That tramp's little friend is smarter than we thought. He framed us.
So what about that telephone call?
I never made that call, Don Roberto.
You filthy mutt. Do you think I can't recognize your scratchy betraying voice, you cellar rat?
We aren't lying, Don Carlo. We would never betray you guys. Roberto, perhaps they aren't deceiving us. Gustav and Fyodor are our best men, and they've always been loyal.
I know, Carlo. I know. But unfortunately, loyalty comes at a hefty premium these days. And I guess losing it for $20 million isn't a bad deal. So let's see if your faithful boys have an explanation for this. It was tucked away very nicely in Gustav's wallet.
Activist.
Hey, you scumbags! Hey, nobody laughs at Carlos Andretti to his face. No, Don Carlo, don't do it!
Hey! Damn it,
Sanchez, Berto Hernandez.
Surprised, aren't you? Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Ryan's the kind of geek who'd rather be studying at Berkeley than to party with a hot girl. Well, I admit I almost did. But at the last minute, I heard a little voice say something I heard in a movie a long time ago. In the film, the main character reaches the conclusion that there are times in life when you have to know when to say, what the heck?
Hey, darling, can you rub some lotion on my back?
Of course, dear. I'll be right with you. Well, friends, now I must bid you farewell. As you can see, duty calls. I hope I haven't bored you too much with this little adventure story. So, I'll be seeing you real soon, okay?
Brian, are you coming?
Yep. So, like I said, friend, see you soon.
Vy jste přece skvělí, mám vás rád. Jo, v tom příběhu. A já bych řekla, že jsme jako scelili virtuálně do jedné persony, já bych to sama fakt nedal. To je to celý, jestli na tom je. Jo, dobrý. Je zajímavý, že tady jsou tituly. Jo, ta hra skončí. Padne na. Tak. Tím bychom to měli. A no. Trick and. A žádný další nastavení. Jo, ten mikrofon. Jasně, jasně. Já nevím, jestli to teď. Tak teď. Hej. Hej. Tak ještě. Hej. To já už nemluvím. A plně. Plně? Plně. Jo, nakonec tady. Úplně odchází mikrofon.